Welcome to the Nosebleed Seats. I'm the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. We are here in East Carondelet, Illinois for Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling, a promotion that we have not been to for quite some time. As you see, coming to the ring, one Travis Cook with his client, Dave Vaughn. Travis Cook, known as America's Evil Genius. We've had him on the MBS podcast to talk wrestling and politics. Very few conservatives around that isn't afraid to speak his mind in a very hostile environment that our political scene has turned into. Of course, every conservative gets portrayed as a bad guy, seemingly. We hope you enjoyed our series on the Harley Race WLW Grand Opening in Troy. And the MBS Awards is underway. Situation we had this year as the opposition comes into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, our opening bout this evening is set for one fall with a 15-minute limit. Introducing first, standing to my right from St. Louis, weighing 185 pounds, Jake Parnell. And here to introduce his opponent, Travis Cook.
Well, Dave Vaughn, a former MMWA heavyweight champion, so he is main event caliber. It's Travis Cook, rants and raves on the microphone before we start this matchup, and Jake Parnell, who got a nomination for the Diamond in the Rough award. Ended up going to a lovely young lady who we interviewed so many weeks ago here on the program. Jake Parnell using the ropes to reverse that maneuver. And Dave Vaughn going to do the same thing. So goes to a waist lock on Jake Parnell. Parnell going to reverse that armbar. We handed out the Promotion of the Year award to Dreamwave Wrestling. In a couple of months, we will have our series on the MBS Awards where we present them to the winners. We show you who's nominated, why they were nominated, and acceptance speeches of all the winners. And this Saturday, the next few MBS Awards will be given out at Pro Wrestling Glory. Interesting situation this year due to the way the schedule was for the month of March and where all the winners were. Unfortunately, we're only going to be able to give these out at 2 locations this year. It's not something that I wanted, but it just turned out to be that way. My colleagues were not happy with that idea, but really have no choice in the matter. You have to go to where the winners are, and if the winners are all at 2 particular locations, I have to work with what I have. There are several wrestling shows going on this weekend. Oddly enough, nothing going on March the 15th. That weekend, 01 will be running on Thursdays through the month of March. Those watching on UPTV Channel 6, sure to head to the Fluid Event Center, the new Fluid Event Center in Champaign-Urbana. At the break, we will do the rundown of this weekend's shows here on the MBS. At 01 Supreme running weekly at the Fluid Center. Thursday night with a start time of 9 p.m. Of course, if you're watching this on Access 4 at the 10:30 showing, it'll be too late. You'll have to wait till or go out there the following Thursday at 9 p.m. Champaign-Urbana, you watching this on the MBS, sure to head out to the Fluid Event Center tomorrow night in Champaign as Vaughn and Parnell slug it out. Parnell, the rookie, challenging Vaughn, and a clothesline from Vaughn. And Dave Vaughn going to the corner and butt slashing Parnell in the face. Parnell's been trying to wrestle wherever he can in his rookie year. Has not been able to get a run going in any particular promotion that I've so far. And Dave Vaughn maintaining that it's like a vice lock around the head of Jake Parnell. Other shows going on this weekend. Mad Wrestling Coalition holding their 6th-year anniversary show in Georgetown, Illinois on the 7th. Of course, Glory in Aurora, Illinois on the 8th. Main event, Rhino taking on Blake Steele as Vaughn gets a 2 count. MMWA happening in St. Louis on the 8th at South Barwick Blood Club. IWA Unlimited, we got a little bit of breaking news. Homicidal Stephen Davis, he retired following a neck injury a year or 2 ago. That's actually 3 years ago now. He called it a career after suffering a severe neck injury, had to have surgery to correct it. And life-threatening. Year after that surgery, we inducted him into the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, and he bravely made a comeback to the ring. But Stephen Davis going to call it a career in Dundas, Illinois for IW Unlimited. That is on the 8th. Parnell getting some momentum going. Oh, boot to the face from Dave Vaughn, the former MMWA heavyweight champion, and a kick out at 2. Referee Jim Harris, his final night as an official here at Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling, only a 2 count. SICW does present a weekly program on Charter Cable in the St. Louis area. It is on YouTube, hosted by the legendary Larry Matisak. Parnell trying to get back to his feet as Dave Vaughn looks like he's setting up for his signature maneuver, a spear, but Parnell gets out of the way. German suplex from Parnell. Can we make it an upset? No, only a 2 count. Well, Parnell's got to follow up here. Down in Albion, Illinois, another show happening on the 8th, strictly Insane Pro Wrestling. The Hooligans will be celebrating their 1-year anniversary of being the SMPW Tag Team Champions. Hooligans have controlled 3 sets of belts for an 8-month period. Irish whip in reverse. Parnell with a kick to the gut. And Parnell trying to get him up. Vaughn, spin kick misses. Parnell, Northern Light suplex, only a 2 count. And Parnell thought he had him. That would have been a big upset, and Travis Cook is blowing a gasket in his corner. Parnell sensing they might be on the verge of winning. Parnell to his feet. Discus punch misses. Spear! Cover. And that's it. Dave Vaughn victorious. I hope he did impress Travis Cook. Winner in 7 minutes, 45 seconds, and he's not done. Oh! Butterfly DDT. And looks like Travis Cook does give his approval for the ferociousness of Dave Vaughn. Dave Vaughn, however, is a bit annoyed by his manager berating him over being in the opening match here at SICW. But we're going to take a look at the weekend schedule. We shall be right back. And our second match here on the program, coming out to the ring, is the very last graduate of Gateway Championship Wrestling, the promotion that saw the likes of Matt Seidel, Delirious, Mischief, Daisy Hayes become famous on the independent pro wrestling scene. Max Archer, one of the most underrated competitors here in the St. Louis area. though he did have a reign as MMWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. Do want to take note, SICW got a divorce from MMWA and became its own separate entity. A couple of years ago, one of the strangest situations in the St. Louis area, the former Missouri Wrestling Revival Promotion of the Year, owners of MMWA SICW just didn't see eye to eye and decided they wanted to split apart and run separately, so here we are. Former Big Texan, he lost a mask versus hair match. Or I believe maybe it's hair versus retirement, I'm not sure. But his mask was on the line and he was defeated and he had to unmask. Big Texan wrestled under that mask for many, many years. And here he is for the first time wrestling without a mask. Apparently, he did not wrestle without the mask as a separate persona. He wrestled exclusively under a mask all these years. And his tag team partner, Waco, at ringside, he's still masked, of course. Texas Hangman numerous times held the MMWA tag team titles. Of course, the tag division at MMWA is relatively thin due to interest in tag wrestling not being so great in that promotion, and the Missouri Flag Commission is kind of making it hard for established tag teams to go into that promotion. You gotta get licensed to wrestle in Missouri. We are on the Illinois side of the river, where no such restrictions exist. Guess I'm sitting in the crowd with the camera, using the pole. However, fans in front of me can still pop up and stand in front of the camera lens. SICW is promoted by Herb Simmons, as Hoffarth gives Max Archer a big chop to the chest. It's like the one I was asked to do commentary for one match here at this venue. It was this very matchup that did commentary for. Could not talk too much about the match itself, and like last time, it was Archer versus one of these guys. Of course, it was like a 3-on-1 affair as Big Jim just threw Max Archer off. Archer with a little bit more experience, so I don't know how better his chances are here against the former Big Texan. And Big Jim has Archer in the corner and in big trouble here. And a big chop to the chest. Another fun fact about SICW. If you're trying to attend one of these shows, you need to reserve a ticket because the last couple of events, they sold out. Every seat reserved in the building for somebody before the doors even opened. So it's either standing room only if there is room, or you were turned away. SICW pretty much may have to decide to either make this building bigger or move to another venue, as they've pretty much maxed out the amount of space to get fans here in the building. Waco, giving instructions to Big Jim as Archer. Oh, a little big offense. Archer with a drop kick. Archer tries to whip him across. Oh, got him downstairs. Lucky shot. Oh, that cross body not going to work against this big guy. And a fall-away slam, and Archer going to be the beginning of the end here. Big Jim Hoffarth has Archer up, slams him down. Off the ropes. Big splash! And Big Jim victorious, making short work of Max Archer here on the MBS. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Didn't last much longer than the last time I commentated a match between these two. And Big Jim gonna help him up. And Waco! Waco just nails Big Jim from behind. This is his tag team partner. Teamed with him for years, and Waco just blasts him. Big Jim on his feet, and Waco gonna bail, and Big Jim is angry. What is Waco's problem?
Ring the bell! Ring the bell! Ring the bell! Ring the bell! Ring the bell!
Well, Big Jim is going to leave ringside as the referee kind of diffuses the situation for the moment, as Waco is scheduled for a match here to close out the program. Waco still arguing with the crowd. I want to make mention, SICW's next event will be on March the 22nd here at East Carondelet. They also tentatively have a show scheduled in Caseyville, Illinois. We don't know what venue it is going to be held at. It has not been announced. But you can keep checking the St. Louis Wrestling Community, stowrestling.electro.com, for when that is announced. As I previously stated, not much of anything going on the weekend of the 15th. Oddly enough, everybody's taking a break that weekend. And Gary Jackson, a legend in St. Louis wrestling, was enhancement talent in WCW and WWE many years ago. Of course, this match took place right before Christmas, which is the reason for the Santa hat. All the footage we are showing today previously aired, so we did not want to step on the toes of SICW in airing matches from their cards before it aired here. And Waco gonna jump Gary Jackson before Ben Simon can introduce the combatants. And a suplex from Waco. He's gonna try and finish him off.
Come on, Jim! Come on, Jim!
Okay, they're saying, well, they are talking about the referee, Jim Harris. Final night here as a official, although he is signed on to become a commissioner at MMWA over in the St. Louis side of the river. Missouri side is Waco. Using illegal tactics here on the veteran, legendary Gary Jackson. And a chop. Double chop from Waco. And got to send him for a ride and into the corner. Also want to note, this is a brand new ring that SICW acquired. Brand spanking new. This is its first voyage. Bright blue turnbuckles and white ropes, white canvas. And a cover from Waco and a 2 count. May show a little bit more from SICW next week here on the program. Not sure what we're going to present. And Gary Jackson is going to send Waco for the ride. Side elbow. And a drop kick. Got a boot up to the head of Waco. Gary Jackson nearing 50 years old. He's been at it for quite a long time in the professional wrestling scene. Pretty much wrestles exclusive for MMWA SICW. Waco, Irish whipping another lariat and takes down Gary Jackson. And only a 2 count. I do want to make mention, I've warned people about working with a certain person who really doesn't need to be involved in the professional wrestling business. They poached a venue from another legitimate promotion, and we talked about it quite a bit in number 3 on the top 10 St. Louis Wrestling News Stories of the Year. It's number 3 in the countdown, and finally there was a huge locker room revolt, and a bunch of wrestlers finally had enough of the antics of this one individual who really does not need to be involved in the wrestling business. Every time he runs an event, he causes great harm to the Central Illinois wrestling scene. So I'm pleased to see that this individual has far fewer wrestlers to work with, and maybe that'll be the end of this garbage promotion that really does not need to be in existence. Just because you have an internet radio stream where you can shoot the F-bomb off 100 times a minute doesn't mean you're qualified to be a wrestling promoter, as Gary Jackson backdrops Waco. And what happened there? Gary Jackson is being awarded the match. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, I've been told that the referee found a chain that came off of Waco, picked it up, and called for the disqualification. So Gary Jackson is your winner to close out this edition of the Nosebleed Seats. I'm the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. We'll be at Pro Wrestling Glory this weekend to hand out more of the MBS awards. We'll hope to see you there or any other wrestling show in the Central Illinois region.